that today's reading has to do with giving thanks to God, especially if something good happens to you. And certainly in this case we heard in the epistle how, in the gospel, how 3 men were smitten with leprosy, which was basically a death sentence. The Lord said to them, "Go and show yourself to the priests," because in those days, had a person been cured, it had to be the priest that determined whether he was allowed to go back into community, because leprosy was a disease which was contagious. One of them realised he was cleansed and straight away went back, fell at the Lord's feet and thanked him. The question is for us, of course, how often do we thank the Lord in our lives? I mean, sincerely thank Him. Sincerely. Even for those things which hurt. And probably answers to our prayers to fix ourselves up. I think that's what we forget to understand. Pray for all sorts of things, and the Lord gives it to us, but not necessarily in the way you desire. I just wanted to mention very quickly that last week, one of our most valued missionary workers were closed. You probably already know. Soterius, at around about age 50. We were there by his bedside, gave him Holy Communion, we confessed him. We witnessed the way the life support systems were closed down, all the things taken out. And it took him about 10 minutes to die after that. Soterius was a clandestine member on account of the fact that had he put himself forward, the bishops that he was under, the Greek ones, would have persecuted him. They were already persecuting him. But he did enormous work amongst the Greek youth especially, over many, many years. And most people, whoever spoke to him, walked away and said, "I feel like I've spoken to a saint." That was the kind of person that he was. So to us it was a great loss. Especially to see that part where the life support systems are closed down and how the person dies right in front of your eyes. His wife said that afterwards he'd given Holy Communion, and I left, and said that he felt this enormous, unreal strength and feeling go through his body, here, there and everywhere. It was something otherworldly that he experienced. And I'm not surprised on account of his life, which was of a quite high level, especially for a person who was what we call a lay person. I'd like you to remember him in your prayers, Soterius, part of the mission in Orthodox Australia Missionary Society. For several decades that he had been doing this work. Like us, he had to duck and weave. Various speakers came from different lands to talk to the Greeks, and the bishops prevented it. But he ducked and weaved and made his way through that and allowed that to happen anyway. So he was of the same spirit as all of those in the mission are. Ducking and weaving is part of your resume. And please, no matter what happens, good or bad, day or night, thank the Lord for what happens to you. Because ultimately He is in charge of everything, and why would He send you harm if He wanted you to be in the kingdom of heaven? Why would He? He might allow you to fall into difficulties and pain in order to teach you something, or to use you to teach others something, or something like that. Thank him anyway, as hard as it might be. Satira's had a chronic illness, thalassemia. That meant blood transfusion virtually every month. And the past couple of years, he's also had to do dialysis every day. Every day. Can you imagine that sort of life? And what a brave soul. Everything he said, everything he spoke, was in accordance to the teachings of the Holy Fathers. He never took things from the world. It's always from the Holy Fathers. God help us that we could reach even a fraction of that sort of spiritual heroism in our life. God help you and protect you in the struggle for salvation. All those material things around us are going to be reformed. The dead are going to arise with new bodies.